what you did during the RE4 playthrough. I'm proud of you. I still need to play through Resident Evil 4 Remake.
I will eventually get to that.
I promised my friend I'd do it last Halloween, but I didn't, so I might do it this Halloween.
Well, I was waiting to do the original 4 first, which now that I've done that, I do at least have the option to do the remake.
Yeah, there's nothing else for fear. I've got the Angry Man with me.
This dog of mine.
Alright, back to Malus.
Back to Malibu.
The Staff of the Moon comes with you. Oh boy. Now's when I get fucking bum rushed by like 7 things in the maze.
Nah. You'll be fine. This dog of mine. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Ooh, bonus stream while I work. Nah, this is all Zero's plan. I didn't even need to look at my picture.
Yep, this will be the final of the game. Finale.
Okay, I'm playing fucking match 2.
Yeah, you are.
I'm playing match a lot more than 2.
I forgot about this puzzle.
Okay, I'm doing a lot more than match 2.
Use you. Okay. I did say probably like a good maybe hour of the game left, but I did forget about this puzzle, but I'm sure you'll get it.
I'm not sure I will.
Well, I mean you will, it's just how fast. Why is this alignment off? This is so dumb. Oops.
Okay, so there's 4.
You definitely just gotta find a good starting point. Well, I guess there's a couple different ways to do it. You learn where all of one given thing is, I suppose. Yeah, see, I don't blame you, Streak, for taking screenshots. That I feel like that's totally fine if you just kind of like been stuck here for a while, because it's a lot to try to memorize kind of in one go, even if you have
1, 2, 3, 4.
a
So it's
method to snaking around or anything. You'll get 80% there, and you'll mess up the one thing, and then you'll bot something up 40% in the way on the next time because you just make a slight mistake and it's like, ah.
Yeah, I'm currently just writing down a little grid on my piece of paper.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're not doing screenshots, I mean, yeah, you could literally just write a, what is this, 9x5 grid?
9x6.
Oh, it's 5, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay, you're right. Which makes that a little easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes that easy. So now let's just go writing shit down.
Right, you're like, I'm gonna memorize it. Ah, screw it, I'm done. I'm taking screenshots. I eventually got it, but I basically just like I picked a corner and just started snaking around. Because at least Paul wasn't like too devious with this. It's not like it's completely haphazard, random, full memorization / having to write it down. You see a lot of them are connecting to each other, but not always. Just enough not so that it slips you up a little bit.
I'm just writing the colors down, and I'll figure shit out further from that later.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter what you really write down. You can write numbers, a single letter for it. It doesn't, as long as you know it matches, right? What does it matter?
All right, there's this Christian fish. I'll just draw that because no, thank you. Good old.
It is technically 100% random, but having 2 sets of each, they tend to stick together a bit on accident. Oh, really? Wait a minute. Does that mean that this wasn't a fixed layout? And it's generated for your individual, like, playthrough? Meaning it doesn't match to what I had on mine? Because I can't remember what mine looked like. I always assumed it was a fixed thing.
This one's green. Yep. This one is black. I'll just write. I can't write that as gray either. I'll just do BL then.
Bad language. Big lamp. Yeah, for some reason I didn't resort to writing it down. I wanted to do it all in my head.
All right.
Though I do think this still takes less time to do than, say, the slider puzzle if you're struggling with that. Not like the slider puzzle keeps changing on you or anything. You had people telling you this was physically impossible for a human to do without writing it down. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember how long it took in my playthrough, but I did do it without having to write it down. It took me a bit, but I got it. Yeah, your layout is definitely different from mine. It's funny how some of them look like Tetris pieces. Can't help but see that. There you go, baby.
You see, you just write it down.
I mean, for sure. Or take a picture with your phone or screenshots.
3 humans that have faced malice. Is that us, me, Randall, and Spencer? Could he still be alive somewhere? Could it be that black shadow I keep running into? The one that destroyed my car? Well, yes. I don't mean to sound like I knew that, but I kind of figured that out pretty quickly.
You were saying it pretty darn early in the playthrough.
A body tainted by the hands of evil shall be free once more. Spiritus Excellium. The power of Jesus frees Spencer.
Hit him with the fish!
Lunar prophets have seen the end of Lord Malice. The scriptures told 3 humans that face Malice and live. They will converge and bring him to Earth to exercise him. We hide the magic to prevent this future. Come on, Mouse. Now ain't the time to be fucking me.
Quick, get a save. Although, I guess technically, assuming you load all the same, would it still be the same layout? I should just fix one to start a playthrough.
And now's when Spencer's like actively hunting me down.
Or you can't find him.
Or I can't find him.
I think in my playthrough, I think I cut out hunting for him. Because, like, the one time, like, okay, I want to find him now. And it's like, nowhere to be found. It's like, dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Wow. Smoking.
I couldn't remember the spell.
Uh-huh. Oh, I was like, which one you going for?
Okay, I thought it would have been a nice little touch for him to be standing out by the car at this point.
He's just, he's just out there. Hey, how you doing? That's just funny. I'm a monster. Oh, I'm dead instantly. Not even 2 seconds of the battle music gets to play.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Put it down for half a second and it'll attack you, I promise. There it is. Hey, look, you leveled. Might as well. Maybe he's upstairs?
That was my next guess.
Oh, Shadow Man! Where are you? Nope. That ain't the Shadow Man.
I forgot that spell too.
Dude, look how much damage he did to you, though. Ow. It's actually your panic being more easy than your health.
I guess we'll do this in a minute.
Yeah. Probably the last one you'll ever have to do, but dude, you should hit a quick save right now, or even temp save. But you're like statted up and you've got like maxed out crap, so like you should just go on a rampage in the town.
Pop
The house.
Oh, I'm not allowed to access this? Fucking... Well...
You probably missed it by just a few seconds.
Useless. Alright, well...
Wow, you chose violence. Get your glow sticks out. No, he hasn't gone because he hasn't watched this stuff. He's gonna be in there. Unless you made it so he's going to be there. Wow, boarding up the door. And putting the spell on.
Just gonna sit back and relax.
I hope they somehow keep the door down.
Well, you know, that was my only board, so... 113 health.
Yeah, the spell should come out.
You know what? You make a good point.
Wow, they were up. Ooh, that's a good point. The Scarecrow in Sword mode, that's actually,
I don't mean to make it seem like the Scarecrow's worthless. Like, he's cool, but
Well, he has a very specific purpose, right? He's meant for this. Whereas the other guys, you can use it kind of throughout the game to know more about combat, or his is the opposite of combat. You only ever really do that during this part. If you're going to avoid it.
come on now.
What benefit does the, is there a specific benefit that may not be as immediate, for using the bow for that?
Can't you pick up arrows you miss?
True. Yeah, because they stick on, like, the walls and stuff. So I
Eh.
guess maximizing your ammo usage? Not attracting the hundreds of monsters. Okay, sound. Gotcha. Yeah. It is the only silent weapon.
Well, it's the only silent weapon unless you've got the Silence Man who makes everything silent.
Well,
Well, silent outside of your square.
alright. You want your Tommy gun back? You want to get ammo
I
or
don't.
anything?
Yeah, I might as well. It is my favorite gun. I'll carry it.
I was gonna say, yeah, 'cause it's in the lab.
And you know, this helps me clear up some inventory space.
Well, I mean, and it's not like you don't need these anymore. You
No,
opened up what you needed.
yeah, I've opened up what I've needed, and I just haven't. The only thing I haven't used in 420 Blaze, the only thing I haven't used it for was the Void Machine behind me.
Yes, but in your original playthrough that you started before.
Oh yeah, I played Pokemon the moment I could.
Yeah, you had gotten everything, so it's fine. Doing it here now would only be for like the sake of completeness for this replay through. Although I say replay through, but you technically did not get to finish the first one, so. But your second time through, having not quite gotten to finish the first. Now it's basically just stack up on your ammo of choice.
I don't have enough
Probably
inventory
won't.
for that.
Well, I mean, as much as you can. You probably won't really need to sleep again.
Not likely, no.
I mean, for the last bit, you can always just stack ammo that you have the pouches for. Like your shotgun or whatever.
Oh yeah, Ammo Man has a sudden use right now. Thanks, Ammo Man.
I guess because this screen here doesn't have your buddy visible, you can't see the ammo on this screen.
Yeah, it's exactly what I figured happened.
Good lord.
Look,
What? No, I mean, it's fine. You should be prepping. It's just like you're ready for World War III now.
only 3?
So you can reload your shoddy. Yeah, you don't need the watch. You don't need the lighter. It's a warning shot. Wow.
Sometimes you just gotta let the demons know you're packing. There we go. I was never very good at Tetris.
Well, technically, your inventory should have just got cleaned out like already. All that ammo would have just cleared itself. I'm just gonna stack my ammo here and oh no,
Nah, that's pretty good. 540 shots. It's decent.
Look, whatever's left in the game, if you can't deal with it with that much ammo, nothing will work. Also,
I'm looking around the house right now to make sure he's here.
yeah. You might want to save after doing all that though, just in case.
Yeah.
I keep mentioning it, but if you crash, you
Yeah,
have to do
in case
that
a hang-up happens, you're right. You're right. You're speaking truth.
Just really for that reason. I don't expect you to die. It's for that reason.
Oh yeah, this room is...
Because there's no fast way to make that ammo dump happen.
Okay, I don't think he can go all the way upstairs.
Question. Try checking the study downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah. As Paul is saying, with the latest version, he should be there. I believe it was more random before.
Oh, should always be there. Okay.
It might be more fixed now.
I would have found him eventually, but it would have probably been the last place I checked.
Well, yeah. You kept going past. The door was closed, so that's why I think you also kept going past it.
I'm not dealing with you today.
I really should have used that spell more for that kind of purpose, because that's actually really awesome.
I'm gonna
That's
wait
just
for
like
my
the-
magic
you know
to
what?
recharge because I don't know how much this other spell costs. But let's just close that door in case something's out there and trying to come in.
There you go.
Ish. Alright, you gotta have this suave-ass music for this man.
Deja vu.
Yeah, fucking Ace Harding right here.
Dude, it's perfect for him.
Well, Miss Jennifer Lloyd, I suppose this makes us even. I assume you have a lot of questions. I will do my best to answer. I also have discovered what must be done to win against the demons. What happened to you? Years ago I went down to that abandoned mine at the request of Tim, your father. I had my own reasons for wanting to explore the area, but your safe return was priority. After I returned successfully, I learned firsthand that I did not bring you back. It was a demon using your likeness to infiltrate your town and spread its corruption. My memory is very vague from that whole incident. All I remember is going down the steps. After that, I woke up in the cultist space. I was attacked and infected by some kind of possession magic or disease. I began to change. My body was corrupted, but somehow my mind held on, and I had occasional control. Over the last few years, I have slowly staggered my way back to this house. My family had been taken by the legions of the void. I felt it was my fault for leaving. During my occasional bouts of control, I did what I could to try to lead someone here. I had to get someone who wasn't corrupted to find out the truth. And that ended up being me. Why did you destroy my car? Anyone who showed up would surely leave as soon as they met the void creatures. I needed somebody to fight back and understand the entire picture. It was surely fate that brought you and the Reaper to this place. Okay, but why? Where's the next line of, okay, but fuck you?
You gonna pay for this?
What did you learn about the Lunars? My research had led me to startling findings and misconceptions about them. A huge part of the scriptures describe two massive elder crystals. The God's Eye and the Essence of Faith. As I studied the Lunars, I also had ties to the Void, since I was among the enemy. I learned that there is only one crystal that birthed all of the gods. Luna and Malice both came from the same source, and it lies beneath this house. Wow. So we have both been after the same thing. That's why we're both drawn here. The second revelation is about the Staff of the Moon. As soon as it was created, it was written that Luna herself began to get weaker. Well, I have discovered that the inventor stole a piece of the crystal to make it. It was carved out from inside the center so nobody could see it was partially hollow. After that, it says she lost a major war and wasn't seen since. At least until now. Fuck do you mean by that? You say you know how to fix all this mess? The lunar prophets foresaw three humans being the downfall of Malice. They spoke of three who have stood against him and lived on. And if I am not mistaken, I know of three people who fit that description. You, me, and your friend Randall. With us three together, we can use the staff to summon Malice to this realm. We will be locked in ritual combat until one side wins. What good will that do? He will just come back like he always has. That is where my knowledge is key. As a monster, I learned a huge secret. Malice once wanted the staff for another reason entirely. His demons discovered that he could change the staff to control time instead of life. If he replaced the staff's orb with his own essence, the Staff of the Sun would be born. Okay, so... cool. This staff can open rifts in time and allow him to travel back to any point. But he ended up not wanting to sacrifice any of his energy to this process. He had the staff disassembled, deemed the whole experiment too risky. But if we could extract his energy, we would have the chance to change the past in our favor. Do you know how far back I could go in time? It uses the crystal as a catalyst, so I imagine as far back as the crystal itself. Malice is only vulnerable outside of the void. That is why we must summon him here. And since the Staff of the Moon is needed in the summoning ritual, you can't use it to fight. We would have to weaken him ourselves, then use the forbidden magic on him. The spell I use to free you? Precisely. It draws evil energy out of things. It is our best option. So we trap Malice in combat here on Earth, weaken him, and then cast Spiritus Excellium on him. And finally use his essence to make the Staff of the Sun, and then I can go back and win the Lunar War this time. Exactly, you can go back and change anything you want to. Just fix our bleak present situation. Thanks for answering my questions. I know you've been through a lot. I will be waiting by the crystal when you are prepared. Alright, bye.
So, he'll wait down below. So you got the staff. He'll be waiting there, but you need the three of you.
And Randall is current. I don't have time to deal with you.
Sir, you chose bad time to pop out.
Sir, go fuck yourself.
Hey, you level. Dude, max it out. Oh, one more to go. I may not max it out. Oh no, we can't use the second fight. Good lord. Yeah, I believe you, Malice, but my Tommy gun don't. I mean, honestly, the Tommy gun is probably going to be faster than the staff just for that alone, just how fast you can fire the dang thing.
Oh yeah, book. There was no save point down here. It was down here. Hey. Hey. We can begin the summoning once three of us are here. Perhaps you should call Randall's phone. Cool, why didn't you tell me that upstairs?
Well, you know. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I mean,
No, but you think Mr. Smart asshole over there. No. Okay. Anyone else?
No one else wants a piece.
No? No, you sure? Okay.
Call for a pizza while you're at it.
Nah, I ordered pizza yesterday.
You know you want to order another one?
No, they gave me 4 pizzas instead of 2. Operator speaking, how may I connect you? Hi, I lost all my contacts. Need to look at my friend's cell number. Name and area code for the number. Randall F. Harris should be from this area. One moment, please. Mr. Randall Harris, one publicly available cellular phone number, 555-8283. Five 555-8283. Hello? Randy, it's Jen. Where are you now? I just got back from the Void. Old Grim told me he needs something important. Yeah, so I guess he filled you in on what's going on? Yes, Luna, I know exactly what's up. We're gonna kick some Malice ass, right? So you know who I really am. That's gonna make everything weird. Are you kidding me? I always knew you were somehow destined for bigger things. Maybe not this big, but still. You're still Jennifer, right? Of course, I just have a much longer memory now. Like millennia longer. Well, this explains a lot about your bad luck. Remember the cult sacrificed you and said it was necessary for them to finish their plan? If you were even suspected to be the last Lunar, they would want you gone. I guess that makes sense. And my dad hid that lunar key because he wasn't totally loyal. Yeah, a lot of the pieces fit together now. So what do you need me to do? We need 3 people with face malice to summon into this world and fight. Well, there's you and me. Who's the third? Spencer Carrington. He's still alive. Holy crap, you kidding me? Well, tell him I'm sorry I took his bracelet. Anyway, I'll be down here by the crystal when you need me. Thanks, Randy. I owe you like a million. Yep.
Holy bracelet.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either. Wasn't that bracelet just part of the...
Like when you steal someone's watch, you like loot the body, you check the wallet, take his watch.
I think it's supposed to be the bracelet they used to defend against Malice in the first game,
Oh, yeah.
and then I don't know when... When the fuck did Randall ever get that? It was called the
Yeah, that's
Divine
right, I
Shield and
forgot.
Protect Your Malice fight. Okay, I guess that's where I got it from. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Give me the Staff of the Moon, we shall begin. Make sure you are prepared for this one-way trip. I'm ready when you are, kid. I even gave Spencer his old sword and shield. Well, it wasn't his old sword and shield, but yes.
Well, I mean, the original owner's dead now, so he's inherited it.
How do I give this to him? Do I just drop it?
Just fire it at him.
Well,
Nah. Try shooting him, right-clicking with it. Something. There's some way to give it to him.
okay, it's just left click. To be fair, I didn't want to gun him down with the staff. We have been ordained by the prophets of the moon. We who have stood against the darkness and yet live to gather once more. We call upon the void to open its vicious maw and deliver the demon to us. To be locked together until his wicked energy is extracted. Good luck, you guys. We can do this. Everyone just hold your ground. Randall's over there loading a shotgun with malicious intent. You just sword and shield. I have everything else. Who summons me to this wretched realm? Oh, fuck. You. It cannot be. No, I will not be best by mortals again. You will fall one by one. Heads up, Spencer. Here it comes. Oh, this is a...
Good hold there on that one.
Randall, he's headed your way. Oh, I didn't even... Oops.
Yep. That's fine. It's such a fucking cool idea for a boss fight. You gotta use all 3, like, fighting enemies.
Oh, wait.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Okay. No! I am losing control! My energy is escaping! Damn you humans! What have you done to me? Zero, do your fucking job! Good work, Zero. I'm proud of you. This is why you're my mod. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair. You were fucking beat up. What happens now? It's all up to you two. I may have left out an important detail. He who casts the summoning magic forfeits their life. I didn't tell you because you would try to stop me, but it had to be done. I gladly return to my family now. This is what I wanted. So long, and good luck. Well, bye, Spencer. Hi, Randall. Hi, phone. This emergency broadcast goes to all people around the globe. Oh, okay. A crisis of biblical proportions is upon us. A towering monster has appeared outside of the city. The abomination is several stories tall, and nothing our armies do seem to slow it down. Please evacuate immediately. This is not a hoax. Please evacuate immediately. Jesus Christ. Now what do? We didn't get his essence, and now he's miles away. He's gonna destroy everyone and everything. Wait, the staff. What about it? Quick, come with me to the escape room over there. You know, I didn't even check if Randall had the shotgun. I'm sorry things went this way, Randy, but I need your help one more time. Of course, Jen. Anything. I'm going after him. At full power, I might be able to take his essence without the staff. Return the staff's orb and complete the crystal. Then guard it with everything you have. I might be gone a while, and they're coming. Here's a really cool spell for you to use while doing this. It burns the whole room. I vowed to protect you. This is my destiny. Yeah, you did. Kind of promised good old Papa.
As I fell to the ocean floor, fading light through an open door, I saw myself rise with the water. They thought they could keep me down, hold their breath and watch me drown, but all they did is push me higher. We don't care what they say, we will be here.
Well, now he's got all the ammo for the legions coming his way, so he's fine. But now I don't have my Tommy gun, which kind of sucks. Also, how the fuck did that guy manage to take a piece of the crystal without being spotted?
More importantly, from the middle. How do you carve it from the middle without carving the rest? That's what I don't understand. Armor path right now. Good heal. Have to find an opening.
I don't have time because I'm not. I don't have time for everything.
That was not a great time to try.
What's that? Try
Oh,
again? Okay.
There is a try again. Okay, I did not know there was going to be like a try option. I'm glad. Where it was. Funny enough, I actually think the Superman things are the easiest like thing to deal with.
Damn, Jen, you couldn't do a flip?
Oh, that hurts. Oh boy.
I hate that attack. It's lame.
I did not figure out how to get that.
There's Malice. Gotta get him.
It makes sense now. I didn't try figuring it out enough. Fine, I just gotta avoid. I think I actually floated around it. Depending on positioning, you can dodge it. You might have to like lead it kind of to start with because it covers a decent amount of area.
He just really wants me to play Superman 64 right now.
I find that he did the ring more than anything. Oh, I never thought to try the shield. Does it make you closer? Maybe just avoid it again.
I think you just don't take any damage from the beam if you know, block the beam.
Wow. Oh, that's actually super cool. I did not think that. It's not like you're trying to do. Ow, that hurt.
Well, that's...
Definitely the fire might be easy. Yeah, because the shield don't block that. Why I was like trying to beam around it. Not getting hit with the kill. I don't blame you for doing that. I suppose if your health is kind of low enough, assuming it is actually damage, it doesn't look like it's the kill.
7, 8, 9, 10.
I think if you do it like perfectly timed, you might be able to get it into definitely get it on the curve though.
Whatever. I'll just accept that if he launches 4 of those, I'm fucking dead. Rip your fucking soul out.
Alright, Shames.
Alright, cool, back to Randall. It's done. I have his core. I can create the Staff of the Sun and traverse time. Randy, I'm coming back. 10 more minutes later. The Queen returns victorious. Welcome back, my lady. Where's Randy? What happened here? I am sorry, my Queen. Your friend Randall is gone. He fell defending your strength to the very end. It was an honor to have fought alongside a mortal with such conviction. You are fortunate to have so many care for you thusly. Lucky, huh? Everyone fights and falls in my wake. Through the ages, I feel all I bring is conflict. I just want peace for everyone, but as long as the gods are here to fight over, nothing ever changes. Nope, war never changes. That is exactly why you sought the Staff of the Sun. This is your chance to go back. You can go back to the war. This time you will win. I believe in you. Of course, the war. I see. You were never going back to the war, were you? You intend to go much further back. I know what I need to do. I know exactly what the world needs. But I'm afraid. Afraid I'm making a mistake. Erasing the gods from history will not erase all conflict, you know. I know that, but nobody will fight for me anymore. I want humanity to fight for themselves, with themselves, by themselves, everything of themselves. I cannot pretend to understand the burdens you face, but I do know your heart. You will do what you believe is the best thing for everyone. Even if it's a stupid choice. But what would a stuffy asshole like me know about any of this, right? Look at him cracking a grin. Thank you. Thank you so much for everything. You really have been here for me all along, but I suppose this is farewell. Malice was like, nah, I don't want to do this shit. Malice was a... Yep. Malice was a fucking moron.
Oh wait, there's more!
Makes sense.
Correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't that thing in the background, this warp thing, isn't that Chrono Trigger? The warp travel?
It's similar to it.
If not, it reminds me a lot of it. But it actually is not. I just can't help thinking that.
Malice is like, no, I didn't give you permission to do this. Katie Hout. Special thanks to the following people whose positivity made this game happen. Mike Panutz, Carebot Games, King Dulch and Sir Phobos 84. FooCat Geek. Ilana Ray. Oh, I know that German YouTuber. Blueberry Train. Fonzie D. Kababble Babble. And thank you to anyone who enjoyed these games. Dedicated to everyone with a passion to create. 1995, I was 1 year old. And now Jennifer gets born anyways because life isn't fair. Look, sweetheart, it's the boy that moved in down the street. He looks around your age. Why don't you introduce yourself? Make some new friends. Oh, he's always had gray hair. Good. Now's when you do a sudden jump scare like what happened at the end of Cursed 1.
I was kind of expecting it. But yeah, she gets reborn again, but this time she's just a normal girl. And it's just funny because then she and Randy meet anyways.
She's a normal girl until she's not.
Until the next Cursed. Except for there won't be. Unless it's a side story or something. Who knows? Will there be a Cursed 4? No.
No.
No. This ties up the thing very nicely. You could do prequel stuff, side stuff, sure, in the universe. But like their story is done. I think it's a very nice end to the series.
I disagree. Their story's just beginning. They're kids.
Well, okay. I mean, their story as kids, but they're not. She's not a goddess anymore, and he's not some shotgun-wielding badass. Although I suppose he could still technically become that.
He's not, but he could be.
Give that kid a hammer and like a toy shotgun, and he's gonna start real soon. Cursed 4, the non-existent one.
Am I supposed to hit escape?
As far as I recall, nothing happens on this screen. I think I even waited a while and nothing happened. I don't think there's any other way to back out of it besides maybe escape, if that even works.
Well, it did. I'll tell you that right now.
Yep. You did it!
I did it! I'm the best. Now, I actually do have plans for 2 streams in the future. Nice little single-player games, but I would still like Zero to be here.
Oh,
because they're funny.
Oh, well, they're funny.
You know, I never read this before either. Like, that's the best part. I think I started and was like, cool, I'm going.
Did you not read any of the tips?
I don't think so. I think I just saw that. I saw tips and was like, I think I looked at them, but I like skimmed them so hard. Like, anything could be a clue. Cool. I didn't care about this one. I read this one. I was like, cool. I read that one. Yep, cool. I read that one. Yep. But I skipped this part. I did not run away at all during my first fucking playthrough. I was planted like a fucking oak, and I was going to either cut my enemies down or be felled.
To be fair, I didn't really run away either.
Thankfully, during this playthrough, I was like, you know what? That sounds stupid. You get the good ending. But, Paul, that wasn't the good ending. That was the best ending. The good ending had Randall die because you end the curse. And this one, you just do not let the curse.
Was that a good ending?
I mean, no.
That's why they're not like bad, good, true. It's, what was it,
Stall the curse, end the
Delay
curse,
the curse, end the curse,
end the curse, and prevent the curse.
Prevent the curse.
You know, it turns out that Staff of the Sun, I guess Malice was solar all along, and I'd be pretty pissy about losing a war too. And then I'm now part of the Void, so I'm just gonna... Okay, thank you, music, for looping. I was worried. Oh, that closed it a lot faster than I thought it would.
Yep.
Alright, well, cool. Everybody gets to see it now. There's two new games on my screen. On the Twitch screen that I installed and bought just 3 or 4 days ago. The next stream I do will be called Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion.
Well, that's a title.
And then once I'm done that game, the game after that will be Turnip Boy Robs a Bank.
Wow.
I feel like they're pretty on the nose about what the games are about, but they're what's coming up next.
Uh-huh.
Also, it's funny, Zero, you said that this would take about an hour. We have been going for an hour and 15 seconds.
I thought I was going to be wrong at first, but nope. Because knowing about how much was left, honestly, half of it was story and all that. And also, you didn't have to redo a bunch of the fights or anything, like, a ton, so that worked out. Because I had to do the refight against Malice just a couple of times, because I was it was mostly, I think, the Spencer fight part of it. I tried to put a few too many swings in. Sometimes you can squeak 2 in, other times you can really only safely put 1 before you have to do the shield. So
Yep.
I was getting hit. And Randy, I didn't
Randy, you suck
know
at punch
how
out, so
how
end of
fast
that.
to dodge. When he does the claw attack, you have to dodge quicker than you think. Like, otherwise you get hit by the animation anyways. You have to, as soon as you see him raise the arm, you have to dodge. You dodged fast enough, and you were actually hitting while dodging. My brain tends to stop attacking while I'm dodging because I'm focusing on the one.
Look, I'll tell you right now, I don't mean to besmirch Curse 3, but Curse 2 probably had the best combat, in my opinion.
If I had to choose between, I'd probably prefer 2 as well. Something about the one-on-one fight and being in a fixed thing, and it's all about key timing your hits and aiming it, and your key dodging.
I love that Malice just goes down the line, too.
I thought that was one of the coolest fucking ways to do a final boss fight, because it just made sense. You had the 3 characters, they each had the 3 ways they fought Malice. It's like, and you can just replicate it. And I was just like, if you ever go back and watch my playthrough, I basically just like go like, oh my god, just like, ugh.
I'm glad there was a pause so I could read the controls again, because it's been a while since I played Curse 1, and I had no idea how to do it.
Yeah, and I tended to click rather than do the keyboard.
I did the keyboard because I naturally have my even when I'm just resting my hands on my keyboard, like I think you do a lot of typing, so you might have your fingers on like A, S, D, F, and J, K, L.
Yeah.
I keep my fingers on A, W, D, space, and shift.
Yeah, I can see that. I think for me, it's just the idea of spamming like Control or Alt, particularly the Alt key, just makes me nervous because I just don't want it to like turn on anything, or not that I have sticky keys, but just like I tend to not like spamming that.
Well,
so
sticky
I
keys was shift though, not Alt.
Well, no, I'm just saying for anything like that, because Alt something will do things. I don't like touching the Alt key unless I mean to. So spamming it during a thing, I just feel like I'm gonna hit something. I'm gonna somehow Alt tab because my hand will just be there, and they're like, oops, nope. So I just stuck to clicking, just to be safe.
Good. Well, that could also be why you could only get in 1, maybe 2. I was able to constantly get in 2, but when I fell out of the rhythm, I had to slow down and only get 1 in.
Well, that's more what I'm talking about. It's if you stay in the rhythm, I think you can. But if you slightly deviate, you kind of have to like stop, maybe just do the 1, reset, and then stay on time. Because yeah, you can keep just squeaking it in, and if he jumps back and flies at you or something, that also helps with the timing of it. Because that gives you a big window to reset.
You know, it's funny. Malice would have just won if he did any of the attacks from 3 on either of the first 2 people. You know, if he just jumps to the background against Spencer and says, suffer, and just blasts you with like 20 souls, he's fucked.
I'm totally gonna do that too for my replay through using the shield buddy and just turning your fucking back on. I feel like that's a little OP, but you know what? It's fine because it's like, oh, block this. Now fuck it. I'm just gonna turn my back to you and literally be invulnerable.
Block. Little did you know, Jen's been working on her squats. Her butt is rock solid. You can't get past this.
You immediately started to block, and you're like, wait a minute, what am I? And you just literally turn your back on this man, and he's just like, oh, why can't I hurt you?
The worst part is you could just sit there too and just, he can't do shit. You can cast the spell that does AoE damage.
You could, but then you need to be able to cast the spell to capture him, so because that would burn out all your magic. So you always want to have your magic on hand, or at least enough to cast the spell.
I also don't know how much the spell costs because
I wasn't paying attention either. I think it's not like a full bar kind of thing, but I think you have.
I just kept waiting. It's like I'm not gonna do shit. I'm just gonna wait. Also, I brought a Tommy gun with 500 rounds of ammunition. What am I gonna do? Not shoot him?
Well, I think you needed to use the Tommy gun there. I didn't use the Tommy gun in my playthrough, so my battles also took
It sounds like you're a fucking moron.
Hey, I found it late game. By that point, I was like, building up I've already built up the stats on my other guns.
Yeah,
I honestly.
I found it late in my first playthrough too, and you know what I did? I fucking laughed all the way to the bank. I love that thing.
The thing is, and that's fine, but for me, it's a little too powerful to where I preferred not using it because it made me have to actually focus more on the fight and actually not just gunning his ass down.
Oh no, I found something that makes me strong. Oh no, I should not use this.
Hey, I like to appreciate the game more. If I went into every boss like you did on yours, where you were so much more stronger and had these guns that just go rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat, it's like the boss was dead in like 20 seconds. I'm like, no, I'd rather have to actually fight my way through the boss and kind of enjoy it on my first playthrough. Now, second playthrough, when I go through again, you damn right I'm gonna Tommy gun the shit out of them.
Well,
I'm gonna annihilate these fools.
Well, that's the thing too. You got to do a fair bit of puzzling to find the Tommy gun the first time, unless you're bumblefucking around with the fire spell, which also a possibility.
If you had a fight in that room and you were facing that way and tried to cast it, hitting the guy, you could accidentally burn it because you get the fire spell fairly early on.
Well,
if you're following enough in the house.
Fairly early on, if you know exact. Because when I first got the code, I had no fucking idea where the wall safe was. Guy was lighting up the wall cone for me, and I was just like, that's nothing. It's red. Fucking who cares?
Yeah, but see, you don't try to explore 100% of the game like I was, so I naturally was going to find it easier that way because I click everything. And then of course I immediately knew it goes. I didn't know the fire spell was in there, but okay, I got the fire spell fairly early on, and then I became very much attached to it for combat over the guns. Yeah, there's gonna be a good amount in the update to kind of go through. I'm gonna go. I mean, you're gonna probably play through or at least check out new content or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna get scared once, and I'm gonna go cry in my bed, which is 2 feet behind me.
Just make sure you close your doors before you go to bed, or he'll get you.
Well, problem with that. I've only got 2. I got 3 doors down here, but none of them. Well, I'd say none of them lead anywhere, but a guy just spawns in the bathroom sometimes, so what the fuck do I know? You needed help finding the Tommy gun? I needed help in the sense that I didn't know anything was behind that wall and behind the insulation, and I was watching Zero's video, and he sprayed the luminol. He's like, burn the chairs. Like, well, I gotta fucking go do that now, but I'm gonna figure this puzzle out. Gonna figure out how he did this too. It's like, oh fuck, there's luminol, but there's only one place with the light, and that's the only place with a light fixture. I went up there, saw the light fixture, was like, fuck.
See, and that's because I noticed it immediately. But because again, I'm trying to scan the room I'm always trying to look for anything and everything that you can click on.
Yeah.
So I want to see all the flavor text.
Yeah, and that got you fucking murdered by a fucking mannequin.
Dude, that was perfect. Okay.
It was amazing.
I like getting spooked by that shit.
I'm glad it happened to you and not me.
Yeah, well, you immediately were like, fuck this place. It's like, yeah, fuck this place too, but I gotta read everything. And then suddenly I'm like, man, I hate being up here. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think the problem there is, I think you immediately turned to the left when you went up there, and I immediately turned to the right, and I saw the mannequin, and I was like, No.
I didn't see the mannequin in time. Oh no! By the time I saw the mannequin, they had already moved forward. But I didn't know.
It was very far forward, but you didn't know because you didn't know where its original spot was. It fucking got you.
Oh, there's a mannequin. You know, it's like, oh yeah, there's a mannequin. He's coming for me.
And then the mannequin's just somewhere else in the house sometimes, and sometimes outside.
That kind of shit's cool too. And apparently something will change with the baby, which I don't know what, but I'm looking forward to it.
I'm expecting the baby to either scare you or just spawn in an enemy.
I hope the baby kills you somehow. I would love that, but don't say anything. Don't tell me. I want to be surprised. That's honestly like the extra modes and stuff is going to be cool, but I am looking forward to having more spooks and stuff in the game, and any other extra bits. So like I'm gonna check kind of thoroughly, but maybe a little faster since maybe I won't read every bit of flavor text, or at least not out loud. But like I'm gonna try to click around and see if I could find anything.
I wonder what the order of the boss rush is gonna be, because with the order of the boss rush, that implies there's an intended order.
I could tell you that part at least if you want.
Sure, tell me.
You can either do a fixed order or a random order.
Okay.
I only tested the fixed order. So in that sense, yes, there is an intended, or maybe easiest to hardest. I would assume there's rhyme and reason maybe to how it was organized. But either way, yeah, there's currently 2 options, fixed or random.
It all depends. Like I found Sarah to be the hardest boss. Because the fucking flames that she delays.
Well, her bite too, man. Like her bite hurts. You keep getting chomped by her. Because Paul was doing a test of the boss rush, and partly because he knows the game so well, he was going for aggressive play. But if you slip up on an aggressive play, you leave yourself open. And Sarah, you just got unlucky that Sarah just happened to keep capitalizing on it. And he was getting munched on. It was just like, oh my god, Sarah, please stop. Yeah, the boss rush, I was helping test just a little bit. Found just a couple of bugs and whatnot. But other than that, the other like modes and extra stuff, I've intentionally kept myself blind to it. I don't want to know so that I can be surprised and see what extra goodies are in there. The boss rush was one of the only ones that I'm like, oh, let me kind of check that out, because it is just a boss rush mode at least. Like there's nothing too revolutionary, right? Like
So, I kind of agree with Streak too. Like Sarah's mom was a tough one, mostly because I just fucking hated looking at her.
Dude, like that fight was just fucking cool, just because, just like, oh, it's disgusting, and oh my god, and it's just like,
and she's just like shitting out kids, and I'm just like, all right, time to burn this place to the ground.
Burn this fucking shit to the ground. And I unfortunately I was fighting her with a not optimal like weapon set, so it made it a little difficult. But it's fine,
it did.
Because again, like I got to kind of enjoy the boss fights.
It was also funny too, because like I think she always starts by getting in your face and trying the claw attack.
Yeah, because that's how she initiates the fight. And she crawls away, and then she's like, "Oh, hi there."
Yeah, I think she got you 4 times with that claw attack.
Well, yeah, it's just like, because I go up there and she's like, "Oh, this place fucking sucks," and I'm just like, "Oh, okay, there's someone here. Oh, okay, she slinked away. Okay," I'm just like, I'm waiting for a scare. I'm waiting for one, but then it's just like she pops in anyways, and it still gets me. She's like, "Oh."
Yep, I think she scared me pretty bad, but I think I managed to avoid the 3rd hit with the shield, and then she stopped the 3rd one. Stopped at 3 for me. Basically how the game flows. Well, that's kind of the problem, right? Like, the game flows, you get to chapter 3, because you set the ladder up, world's your oyster. You can go to any of the bosses.
I mean, you can, but
I decided which was easiest, and I decided Pippi. Yeah, but you like the bow and arrow, because you're crazy.
Well, you don't even need the bow now for Pippi. There actually is like something like on my next actual playthrough. I'm gonna make use of all of the boss point like weak stuff and like maximize, and not just like, you know, I'm gonna Tommy gun him to death. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna Tommy gun, but there's more to do than just that.
Yeah, Pippi's weakness is the bow. Everything else's weakness is the Tommy gun. Except for Justin, his weakness is being shot 3-4 times.
Yeah, well, he's a little jerk, and I'm gonna enjoy blowing his head off again. Little bastard got me like 3 different ways. It was awesome. Fucking little shit.
He got me real good the first time too. Like I revived him. I was like, cool. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed and deal with this shit in the morning.
And he's like, nah, you're gonna deal with me now.
Also, his boss practice, which takes you to their typical fight room and music instead of the arena.
Oh yeah, the test version, the practice was not working. It was literally just to test the actual boss rush. But yeah, there's a thing to practice any of them, which is nice. You'll see in the actual thing. It's pretty cool, and you can make it as hard as you want.
You know what's one thing I kind of wish would happen instead of Justin just jump scaring you right then and there? I wish you'd get your full day's sleep, then you'd hear the door sound open, and then you're looking out the door, and there's his fucking eyes staring at you from the doorway.
Nah, I think I prefer just the way he gets you. Like, I'm just gonna take a little bit of a snooze. Oh my god. Because up until then, the only other spook you'd had was if you slept in the. Did you ever sleep in the bed upstairs?
I did not know, because I never clicked on that bed when I was sleepy.
Did you see that in my playthrough?
I did. I saw her fucking pop up at the end of the bed, and I fucking jumped through. It scared
it's
me.
Like, oh my god. I thought I was dead, man. It's just like, oh, she's gonna kill me. And she's like, wait, I'm not dead? I'm like, I don't trust this. This doesn't feel good. Like, I'm never sleeping in that bed again because it's fucking terrifying.
It's funny, because that's probably the easiest room to sleep in. It's just one door.
Fair point, yeah. You just don't have access to it to start with, so my default habit was to go down to the one bed I know.
Go to the guest room, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, that's the fucking guest room. It's got an attached bathroom and everything. Fucking, they treat their guests like kings. Oh, I'm suddenly feeling very dizzy.
Well, Curse 3 is done for now until the next big update.
Yeah, the next big update, and then you and I will probably both be streaming it in the same day.
I'm not straight away. I intend to, assuming it gets done when it gets done here, but sometime before October, somewhere leading up to, I will play through.
I'm just imagining Paul putting a fucking jump scare in the chair, so if you just burn it, it just kills you. So you can't just go grab the Tommy gun.
If you haven't read the message yet to know, he's like, you're cheating. You're going ahead. Now die. Your sequence breaking. Not in my game.
You think you're allowed to bully my bosses? I'll fucking kill you.
There's just a note there. The Tommy gun's gone. It's like, I've moved the Tommy gun. Good luck.
Well, that house is very quickly gonna burn to the ground. He's moved it. Burn everything.
Burn to the ground. Woo.
Yeah. Oh, fun. I'm glad that only took an hour, but I'm also glad that, I figured out that puzzle where you gotta get every single thing. I figured that out quicker than I thought I would.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I told you.
Although now I just look at my writing and I realized I put B for both blue and brown, so
good job.
I had to guess on the B's.
Well, but you also knew like some of them were grouped up, so that wasn't too bad.
Looking at this, the only ones that weren't really grouped up were cyan, pink, but pink was kind of grouped up, orange, and no, that's it. Everything else was pretty grouped up. Because orange had 2 in the first and second rows, and in the 8th and 9th rows. Oh no, column. I keep forgetting. Column is up and down, row is left and right. Had 2 in the second and 2 in the 5th.
And 1 in the pink and 2 in the stink.
And then the fish at the very end.
And then the fish. Well, because you quickly find out, it's like, wait a minute, okay, this is the only oddball one, and then you kind of just figure to click it last because it doesn't obviously have any pair, and then it's like, oh, and then it's the spell, so it's like it's the final piece.
Good. Now, as much as I'd love to, I'm not going to bed after this.
Wow.
Ah,
I was gonna
fuck.
just tell you to go to bed too.
Yeah, I wish. No, I ended up having a real bad night's sleep a couple days ago, so now my sleep schedule's on its head.
No.
I ended up going to bed when I got home from work and just said, alright, I'll fuck up my sleep schedule and I'll fix it later.
Well, you just have to stay up kind of later than a I find that the best way to fix it is you just gotta kind of stay up late somewhere and then go to bed to try to reset it.
Yeah, it's best to stay up late rather than going to bed early, because sometimes you just
Yeah.
can't sleep.
Yeah.
Which, now that I hit the big 30 last month, I'm just not able to stay up as late as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I reminisce. During my junior high days, I stayed up for 3 days straight and felt no ill effects from it.
Yeah, I can't really do that anymore.
Nope, I do that now. I'm dropping dead.
Yeah, I only ever once did like an all-nighter at a friend's house for a sleepover, which involved no sleeping. I made it through the whole day, but by the morning, I finally conked out at one point. Unfortunately, I conked out of the chair that I was sitting on, hit my head on a skateboard, and woke up with a really nasty headache and a small gash on my forehead.
Jeez, good work.
Yeah, it's like whoops.
I'm trying to think.
Other than that, it was fine.
The worst injury I think I've ever gotten. Like, you slipped and broke. Actually, that would be pretty close to the worst injury I ever got. You slipped and cracked a rib. Because I watched that on your trauma center VOD because I missed that stream. And your mom was in the chat and she's like, well, your mom knows about this injury now, and you got fucking grounded for it.
Well, I mean, I didn't, but I mean,
You should have been.
nah.
I'm kind of shocked your mom didn't just come into your room and beat you with a shoe. No, that's probably the worst injury I got. I slipped and fell and cracked my rib on some cement. Well, I guess that could be the second worst injury. The first worst injury is when I slipped and took the corner of a fence across my throat. That probably could have killed me. God, how do you fucking injure yourself so much? And my worst injuries are all in the last 5 years.
Skill issue.
I agree, you do seem to have a skill issue. You keep failing your fucking skill checks and getting hurt.
Because the DM has something against me. DM's out to get me.
DM's like, alright, you wake up. Give me a DC 12 acrobatics check to get out of bed.
You failed. You're now dead.
You failed. You slip bump your head. You're the little
Forever.
monkeys jumping on the bed. You fell off and bumped your head. And then your mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "Stream's over. Go home."